Think you'd survive a run-in with a dinosaur just because you've seen the movies? Cute. Hollywood gives you dramatic chases and heroic saves. In real life, not even close. Today we're diving into 12 filmed dinos that would shred any hope of survival, whether genetically engineered or pure prehistoric predators. These beasts are pure nightmare fuel. So if you're still convinced you're built different, hit like, subscribe, and pray you never cross paths with one of these killing machines. Indominus Rex wasn't just another movie monster. It was genetically designed to be the ultimate predator. With DNA spliced from T-Rex, Velociraptor, cuttlefish, tree frogs, and who knows what else, this beast didn't just kill, it outsmarted. It turned off its own heat signature to escape sensors, clawed through concrete walls, and mimicked vocalizations to manipulate other dinosaurs. It didn't hunt for survival, it hunted for fun. Towering at over 50 feet, covered in armor-like scales, and possessing opposable claws, it was more horror experiment than animal. You wouldn't hear it coming, you wouldn't outwit it, and you wouldn't make it out of the enclosure alive. Against Indominus, survival is fiction. Death, practically guaranteed. Pyroraptor, a raptor adapted to both forest and snow peaks. Insulated feathers, lightning reflexes, and raptor brains gifted it deadly precision. In Dominion, it fights through fire, ice, and enemies alike. Agile as a mountain cat, silent as a ghost, it strikes with the speed of parkour and claws primed for slicing. Hiding, fading into night, doesn't help. Its camouflage isn't just visual, it's instinct. The aquatic terror from Jurassic Park 3, Spinosaurus was more than just larger than T-Rex. It was a stealth hunter ruling both land and water. With crocodile-like jaws and massive claws, it snapped trees and human victims effortlessly. Its sail made it appear intimidatingly larger, turning prey into précies. It didn't roar, it ambushed without warning. You could hide in water, but you're still dinner. T-Rex hunts on land, Spinosaurus hunts across environments. It finds you in your safe places, swamp, river, or jungle. Water is no sanctuary. Silence is no protection. When it strikes, it drags you underwater, drowns, and dismembers with chilling precision. It's nature's very definition of terror incarnate. Dominion's Giganotosaurus wasn't built for charm. Bigger than T-Rex, this South American Leviathan was an unstoppable, brutal killing machine. It prowled with muscle-bound stealth, jaws capable of slicing through thick hides, and a bloodthirsty aggression bordering on primal madness. In the film, it bulldozed through environments, attacking anything in its path with zero hesitation. This was raw animal rage personified. If you stumbled into its territory, you'd be greeted with a full-speed charge and violent smash. Giganotosaurus wasn't just a dinosaur. It was predator core embedded in flesh and bone. Your survival would be measured in seconds. And by the time your story ended, the jungle would have reclaimed you, and your echo would be its roar. Forget the real-life turkey-sized velociraptor. Movie raptors are sleek, 6-foot killing machines with speed, intelligence, and horrifying coordination. They don't just chase you, they think, plan, communicate. One distracts, the other flanks, and the third? It's already behind you. With curved toe claws designed to slash and puncture vital organs, they don't waste time. In Jurassic Park, they open doors. In real life, they'd tear through anything between them and their next meal. You can't outrun them, you can't outthink them, and you definitely can't hide. Raptors don't leave survivors, they leave silence. If they're hunting, you've already lost. Game over. Introduced in Rebirth, Mutodon defies classification. Part raptor, part pterosaur, and all terror. Gliding in silence, using talons to strip flesh, and camouflaging with translucent skin. It's a predator built for surprise. It breached containment in a gas station, scattered armed guards, and vanished through vents like a nightmare. It doesn't roar. It disappears. No chase, no struggle, one snap of talons and darkness. Your survival isn't about will, it's about never discovering its presence. Against the Mutodon, prey isn't hunted, it's eliminated in shadow. T-Rex is the undisputed heavyweight of Jurassic Park fame, and for good reason. We're talking 40 feet long, 12 feet tall at the hips, and weighing up to 9 tons. But it's not just a walking tank. T-Rex had keen, forward-facing vision, an excellent sense of smell, and bite force powerful enough to crush a car. It could sprint in short bursts and hear low-frequency sounds that gave away hidden prey. The scene with the rippling water, terrifyingly accurate. If you ever saw that shadow loom over you, you'd better say goodbye. You wouldn't have time to scream, only to vanish under 6 tons of ancient death. No one escapes. Not in a Jeep, not under a car, not anywhere. Dominion's Atrociraptors are speed-enhanced, genetically trained killing machines. Smaller than their Jurassic predecessors, but deadlier, these raptors are urban nightmare fuel, programmed for aggression with no off switch. In city scenes, they dart through buildings, leap between vehicles, and tear targets apart in seconds. There's no hiding in the shadows. They bring the shadows to you. They don't hesitate. They don't stop. Once they lock on, there's no escape, no armor, and no prayers. They flank, swarm, and finish. You don't survive an Atrociraptor hunt. You survive by not existing when it chooses you as prey. This feathered giant in Dominion looks passive, but it's anything but. Reaching 30 feet in height and armed with 3-foot claws, one swipe dismembers like a hedge trimmer. In mist-shrouded forests, it lumbers silently, driven by blind rage and adapted for territorial defense. It doesn't chase. You enter its strike zone and it lashes out. The creature doesn't have to hunt, it defends. And with razor claws, you don't die by fall or rage. You're cut limb from body. With no roar, no chase, just the sudden slash, followed by forest quiet. Against this feathered nightmare, survival is just wishful thinking. From Jurassic World Rebirth, Distortus Rex, aka D-Rex, is the ultimate hybrid nightmare. This 6-limbed mutant version of T-Rex is bigger, hungrier, and more hated than its predecessors. With grotesque deformities, gorilla-like arms, razor claws, and mutated vision, it's a walking apocalypse. Its twisted design feels like something out of a nightmare, part alien horror, part monster movie. Everything about it looks wrong in the worst possible way. Over 47 feet long and 10 tons of genetically engineered terror, it tore its way out of containment and ignited a full-blown killing spree. Armed teams fell in an instant. Structures were left broken. This isn't a dinosaur. It's a living catastrophe in scale form. If you see it, run. It won't even pause. Perfected in Fallen Kingdom, the Indoraptor is hybrid terror refined, combining Indominus instincts with raptor agility, scaled down but far more sinister. Black as sin, fast as fear, sharper than any blade. It opens doors, studies human behavior, and taunts before the kill. It hunts not for hunger, but for mastery. It's merciless, cunning, and built to slaughter. You can't outsmart it, you cannot outrun it. In confined spaces, it's apex predator incarnate. In open fields, it disappears into shadows before striking. You don't escape, you survive by not existing. It's not a dinosaur, it's fear in 3 dimensions. Baryonyx might not be famous, but it's cinematic nightmare fuel in Fallen Kingdom. With a crocodile-style snout, razor claws, and quick reflexes, it cornered characters in confined lava-ridden spaces with brutal ferocity. What makes it lethal is opportunism. Land, water, doesn't matter. This predator thrives in murky terrain. Silence is danger there. In tight quarters, a single rustle might summon death. In murky terrain, it strikes first, drags you underwater, and finishes with cold calculation. That's how it hunts. In real life or film, you don't survive a Baryonyx attack. Not by running, screaming, or hiding. You just disappear. Without fanfare, without glory. That's its silent promise. Still think you'd survive a Jurassic World encounter? These weren't just animals. They were nightmares, shaped by evolution and twisted by genetic tampering. Whether natural hunters or lab-made horrors, they all share one trait. If they wanted you dead, they'd get you. Hit like if you still think you'd survive, and subscribe for more prehistoric terror. Let me know in the comments which of these nightmares is your worst case scenario. Good luck. You'll need it.